From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. Check 52.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
You can't block me.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's taken to the 26. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go, Mexico. Check 99. Chopper.
Throwing is Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Come on, set. What's he running? Check. Check out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 44, Haskins, screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. Crunch time, defense. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check.
To throw on third down. Haskins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Locke. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Luck. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 29, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Haskins will throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Check 37, check 37. Go. I got motion man. Me, let's go.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Philip Lindsey. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barber. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Close.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. He completes it to Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Who's that?
A give, running right, Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Haskins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Don't get nervous.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They run on 1st down with Jackson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Check pass. Check pass. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Third and long. It's locked. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Bills 13, Dolphins 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Big stop, let's go. Rush in, rush in.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Our time, it's our time. Check 13, check 13.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Down. 91. 6, back 6. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On third down, Haskins. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, Haskins. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the eyes.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jarvis Landry His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two. Here's Haskins to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Locke. It's caught. Beckham. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Running is Barber. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Locke. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, Locke. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A shotgun snap for Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This is Scarborough. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They try again with Scarborough, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. They'll try it now with Barber, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Peyton Barber. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Philip Lindsay. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
He's got a man complete. 20. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julio Jones, 77 yards, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.